home of Guam's first and only lifetime limited powertrain warranty. IP&E, fueling excellence. McDonald's of Guam, I'm loving it. And King's Restaurants, always open, always local, and serving up favorites for over 40 years.
Ahead on Primetime, the governor extends her public health emergency declaration for another 2 weeks. Plus, it's what many on the island have been wanting to know. Public Health breaks down the numbers and information on COVID-19 patients. And GDOE's Grab and Grub program kicked off today with over 6,000 meals either picked up or delivered to students.
Half a day, everyone, and good evening. Starting off the news tonight at a video teleconference today, Governor Lulian Guerrero extended her public health emergency declaration another 2 weeks.
Which is why I issued an executive order calling for the shutdown. I will be extending our public health emergency by 14 days. Details will be published in an executive order which will be issued tomorrow. I will also be closing parks and beaches with detailed guidelines to follow.
Beaches and parks will be closed to celebrations, but the governor said individuals will still be allowed to run or walk at parks and beaches. The governor disappointed because she says the public is not taking her orders seriously. She brought on Dr. Felix Cabrera from her Physicians Advisory Group. Dr. Cabrera saying if Guam doesn't stop the spread of COVID-19 and flatten the curve, the pandemic will have dire consequences locally.
And on the green line, at our current spread rate, Guam's critical care system breakpoint could occur by next week.
And while the governor says she will further restrict public beaches and parks, she warns that more restrictions on businesses may be coming out soon. KUAM asked her if banks could be affected, and she did not rule that option out.
There might be a situation where we ask them to close and just use ATMs. We're monitoring this every day, and we are looking at what the cases are.
With the governor's extension, mandatory social isolation measures and other parts of her public health emergency declaration will apply until April 13th. Also during the press conference, Public Health Director Linda DeNorsi broke down the numbers and information related to COVID-positive patients. As reported, there was one death, a 68-year-old woman.
Out of the 158 tests conducted since Sunday, Guam now has 27 positive COVID-19 patients, with 131 testing negative. 20 patients are on home isolation, 2 are at the skilled nursing unit, 5 at the Guam Memorial Hospital. In terms of where they are from, 5 are from northern Guam, 12 central Guam, 4 are from southern Guam, and according to Public Health Director Linda DeNorsi, 6 are unknown. The age ranges 20 to 29. There are 3 positive confirmed patients, 30 to 39, 3, 40 to 49, 5, 50 to 59, 4, 60 to 69 years old, 9, 80 to 89 years old, 2. In terms of their gender, the breakdown, 10 are male, 17 are female. As for their health conditions, 15 are stable and 12 are in fair condition. As for their travel history, 1 from Japan, 5 came from the Philippines, 1 Korea, and 1 from the U.S. mainland. 20 have no travel history.
Tamuning Mayor Luis Rivera is also calling for more transparency to help public health with their trace investigations. The Joint Information Center Sunday evening issued information that 2 confirmed COVID patients were linked to the Hafa Bingo Hall in Tamuning. The JIC is asking people who visited the bingo hall between March 6th and the 16th to stay home under self-quarantine, or if they're experiencing flu-like symptoms, to call the medical triage hotline. The mayor was shocked to hear about the cases that were linked to the Tamuning facility.
You know, a lot of times we see how we can help. A lot of times different people will call us looking for people, you know, because we verify residency. So, we were thinking that, if we had known, like, I know there's the HIPAA violation about, letting out information on patients. But in this pandemic time, we need to assist public health in finding these people. So again, we don't know if they went to Payless after after they played bingo or, they were at different fundraisers that were going on or just different meetings, get-togethers.
While mayors continue to push for more information, if you are at the Hoffaday Bingo Hall between March 6th and the 16th and you're feeling ill, you're urged to call the medical triage hotline for screening. The numbers are 480-7859, 6760, 7883, or the ADA dedicated number is 687-6170. And you can find those numbers on our social media. One of the designated quarantine locations for arriving passengers without a 72-hour medical clearance is Santa Fe Hotel in Tamuning. This morning, photos and videos were shared of the hotel's conditions and the food provided to those quarantined. As seen in this video, there are what seems to be ants and roaches on the food, and allegedly the living conditions are unsanitary. KUAM reached out to General Manager Bart Jackson, and he was unable to speak on the agreement terms for allowing quarantined passengers to stay at the establishment, but he did say, quote, "It is worn out. Is it worn out? Absolutely. Is it dirty? Absolutely not. Hotel Santa Fe is fully approved, fully permitted, and operating properly." Bart further tells KUAM, "I'm sure many people in quarantine are not happy about being quarantined. I know I wouldn't be, but we just finished two of our busiest months, January and February, in our history. I had hundreds and thousands of people in there and not a single complaint of pests," end quote. There are currently 241 quarantine passengers in various approved facilities across the island. The University of Guam's Dean of Nursing tells KUAM a healthcare system that was already on the brink of collapse before the COVID-19 pandemic needs all the help it can get to make it through these trying times. Chris Barnett has more.
Like many in her field, University of Guam Dean of Nursing Margaret Hattori Uchima is concerned about just how stretched thin Guam's healthcare professionals are. Uchima says these critical shortages existed long before COVID-19 started making headlines nationally and locally.
We've been crying for help for GMH for years. This is not anything new.
Yeah.
And so we haven't bolstered that system. We've always had a nursing shortage. We have a physician shortage.
Uchima says the Guam Board of Nurse Examiners, through the governor's public health emergency declaration, has been able to do more to help recruit crucial positions. She adds that nurses from around the island, including school nurses, have been activated as well. So if you think you can help, if you have any sort of medical background, you are needed.
We have had nurses that have a Philippine license that didn't get a U.S. one yet. And they can get a temporary Guam license if they meet certain criteria.
She also said retired nurses have reached out to help, and Uchima saying at this point any and all volunteers are needed, even for something as simple as answering phone calls. And while nurses, doctors, and medical staff are on the front lines of the COVID-19 battle, Uchima said it's good to know they aren't alone in that fight.
I have people texting me day and night saying, "What can I do to help?" I have people right now getting food for nurses. All weekend, we've been trying to make sure that the people on the front, have the supplies and the food. So, it's early in the game, Chris.
Uchima said she has been touched so deeply by Guam's generous nature, and it couldn't come at a better time.
I'm not one to ask for help, but, the last week, I don't care. I'm calling anybody I know saying, "Hey, can you donate water?"
Right.
And people are pulling through. It's amazing.
If you want to help, reach out to the Guam Board of Nurse Examiners at 735-7408 or 7409. For Guam's News Network, Chris Barnett reports.
Nearly 6,000 school lunch meals were picked up on the first day of Guam Department of Education's Grab and Go program. Today, GDOE opened the 11 campus sites that will serve as distribution centers during the island-wide lockdown. The sites are open from 11 a.m. till 1 o'clock in the afternoon weekdays and are provided to all students in public and private schools under the age of 18 years old. GDOE Superintendent John Fernandez says on average, the public school system serves about 15,000 lunches daily, and they took 60% of that as their starting point for how many meals would be needed.
And that's about the 8,000 number. But projecting off of 15,000 meals a day, we have about a month and a half supply just on hand. We are in emergency circumstances, and this is a need in the community. I think 6,000 meals served on day one, demonstrates that there is a need for food support. Many of our kids depend on these meals, and we're really glad that the families took advantage of them.
For those without transportation, GDOE is working with village mayors to provide meals to the residents in need. Fernandez adds that over the weekend, GDOE received the waiver approval to expand their distribution to breakfast meals, and this addition may be implemented in the coming days. Watch Adriana's full interview with Fernandez immediately after prime time. Help is in the works for many of those who get laid off as a result of the coronavirus pandemic. Guam Labor Director David De La Sola says a federal grant program will provide temporary employment so they can start to get back on their feet immediately after the disaster declaration is lifted.
DOL Director Dave De La Sola says the $100 million dislocated worker grant is being converted to a temporary recovery work grant in which laid-off employees will be paid to help with the recovery.
Once this quarantine has been lifted and we're starting to reach some normalcy, then we will take some of these people who are temporarily laid off and start to put them to work. What we're going to do is put them out to the quarantine sites to help clean up, help prepare meals, help the schools, the hospitals, and the mayors all clean up the facilities and get them ready for use.
But that's not all. De La Sola says GovGuam will also be applying for the Disaster Unemployment Assistance Program, which could pay qualified displaced employees an average of $500 to $600 a week. He says they've begun seeking information from employers and their employees that's needed for the federal grant application.
We already started the template. We are starting the application. And once that declaration comes in, that'll give us information on what to put in that application exactly. But usually, if we are awarded, which I'm sure we will be, it'll be a weekly check going out to all the people.
Guam DOL is still waiting on the grant details from the U.S. Labor Department. They'll be soliciting information from employers and employees. The website is rapidresponse@dol.guam.gov. For Guam's News Network, I'm Nestor Lecanto.
There's important news for small businesses on Guam who are taking an economic hit as a result of COVID-19. The U.S. Small Business Administration is offering low-interest federal disaster loans. Eligibility for economic injury disaster loans is based on the financial impact of COVID. The interest rate is 3.7% for small businesses. The interest rate for private nonprofit organizations is 2.75%. SBA offers loans with long-term repayments in order to keep payments affordable. For more information, you can call 1-800-659-2955. The governor is calling for the removal of U.S. Attorney for Guam and the CNMI, Sean Anderson, after what she described as his, quote, arrogant and disrespectful behavior at the airport on Saturday. The governor wrote U.S. Attorney General William Barr asking to replace Anderson following an incident at the airport in which the administration says Anderson refused to comply with the governor's executive order requiring arriving passengers to submit to mandatory coronavirus quarantine. In a response, a press release was issued stating the U.S. Attorney was returning from personal travel that did not include any CDC high-risk countries. Attempts were made to reschedule an early return, but the cascade of flight cancellations prevented him from doing so. Upon arrival on Guam, he voluntarily disclosed his travel history and lack of COVID-19 symptoms. He was then presented with a purported contract to voluntarily self-quarantine at home. He declined to sign the document and informed all present that he also needed to work at his office. The release stated the governor, through her counsel, agreed that this was acceptable. Federal Public Defender John Gorman, in the meantime, joins Adelup in the request to ban the U.S. Attorney for Guam, Sean Anderson, and his staff from the district courthouse indefinitely. In a letter addressed to Chief Judge Francis Tedinko Gatewood, Attorney Gorman states, "I realize this is a strong measure, but unfortunately it is warranted." Gorman tells the court for the past 2 weeks there have been issues with the U.S. Attorney's office's cavalier attitude toward our current coronavirus pandemic and national public emergency. Attorney Gorman previously wrote on March 12th, urging the court to take action against the coronavirus crisis, and says he was shocked that the U.S. Attorney's office response was it's business as usual and no protective measures were needed. Gorman further informs the court that U.S. Attorney Anderson has since gone in the U.S. Attorney's office and has met with various U.S. Attorney staff. He states the U.S. Attorney foolishly believes that reasonable and responsible public safety laws and regulations do not apply to him or his staff. He is wrong. If anything, as the highest-ranking federal law enforcement official on Guam, he should know that he is not above the law, end quote. Stay tuned. We are back with more news after the break.
Get up-to-the-minute news, plus access to alerts, streaming radio, promotions, and more on your mobile device by downloading the KUAM News mobile app, available at the App Store now. Green Energy Solutions, Inc. would like to congratulate GU Self-Storage along with Calvo Enterprises in doing their part by going green with a monthly power reduction by over 80%. Power consumption before installation was 39,700 kilowatt hours. After installation ended in 6,221 kilowatt hours, which resulted in savings over $10,000 a month. GESI also offers LED lights, solar thermal VRF air conditioning, and solar photovoltaics. Visit our website and let us help you save.
When we face an uncertain path, when we struggle with life's challenges, and when the unexpected happens, it's a beautiful day. We rely on the people we trust, it's a beautiful, who we can always count on. And the ones who give us the most care throughout the years. Rely on Calvo's Select Care to give you the comfort and security you need wherever you are. Calvo's Select Care, healthcare that's always there for you.
Inspiration can come from anywhere. Even from the new Triple Lupa from Taco Bell. It's 3 mini chalupas with 3 different flavors.
The new Triple Lupa from Taco Bell. The chalupa deliciously reinvented.
As our island continues to band together to protect our families and communities from the effects of COVID-19, we at GCA want to assure you that we are here for you. Should you need to contact us for any reason, you can chat with us online at www.gta.net, connect with us on Facebook, or call us at 644-4482. Families are at the heart of what we do, and we are committed to keep you and yours safe, healthy, and connected. GCA, we start with you.
It's a celebration at Cars Plus Guam. During our Jeep Celebration event, receive up to $2,000 off on the all-new 2020 Jeep Gladiator, the most capable off-road mid-size pickup truck. Customize your Gladiator the way you want it. Call 477-7807 or visit our website and get pre-approved online at carsplusguam.com today.
It's a special delivery to your inbox every week with your KUAM News Roundup, program advisories, and promotions. Sign up for the weekly KUAM Digital Digest today on KUAM.com.
Welcome back. The Guam Police Department's Highway Patrol Division is investigating the island's 5th traffic-related fatality. It occurred here around 3:30 early Saturday morning in Talafofo. According to police spokesperson Paul Tapao, it appears a Kia Rio was traveling along Route 4A near Rancho Camacho when it crashed into a concrete utility pole. The male driver was transported to Naval Hospital, where he was later pronounced dead by attending physicians. As the coronavirus spreads in the U.S., about 32,000 cases have been confirmed and at least 404 people have died. Congress had hoped to send a signal to the markets with a deal this weekend on a massive economic rescue package, but a procedural vote failed in the Senate, with Republicans and Democrats at odds. Nancy Chen reports.
On Capitol Hill, lawmakers raced to reach bipartisan agreement on a $1 trillion stimulus package to soften the economic blow of the coronavirus crisis. At the White House, President Trump ordered FEMA to set up mobile hospitals in the hardest hit states, Washington, California, and New York. He also expressed hope Congress would reach a deal.
Our goal is to get relief to Americans as quickly as possible so that families can get by and small businesses can keep workers on the payroll.
Democrats have expressed concern the stimulus bill does not go far enough in restricting companies from using money to buy back their own stock or from laying off employees. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi says Democrats in her chamber are drafting their own proposal.
We'll be introducing our own bill, and hopefully it'll be compatible with what they discuss in the Senate.
On CBS's Face the Nation, Dr. Anthony Fauci, a key member of the White House Coronavirus Task Force, said more challenges are ahead.
We're going to get hit. There's no doubt about it. This physical separation at the same time as we're preventing an influx of cases coming in I think that's going to go a long way to preventing us from becoming an Italy.
Officials say testing and isolating those who are infected is crucial. The Food and Drug Administration has made some headway, announcing approval of a new diagnostic test shipping out before the end of the month that provides results in hours rather than days. Nancy Chen, CBS News.
Republican Senator Rand Paul of Kentucky has tested positive for the coronavirus. Paul's chief of staff says he is feeling well and is on quarantine. Naval Base Guam announcing changes to its base access measures. According to a media release, the changes will continue to prevent local transmission of COVID-19 by limiting unnecessary personal interactions and maximizing social distancing, while allowing improved access for all authorized personnel. Effective today, access at all time is granted for all active duty military, National Guard, and Reserve components and their authorized dependents, DoD civilian employees as well as their dependents, Navy exchange and commissary employees, as well as full-time contracts doing mission essential base operating support. For those who do not fall into those categories, you are authorized access on Naval Base Guam on Fridays and the weekends. Well, many of you may have seen the long lines at the commissary from viewer videos that we posted on our social media page. Naval Base Guam now announcing they've added Friday access to people who are authorized patrons 60 years and older from 10 a.m. to noon at the commissary and from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. for the Navy Exchange. The Guam National Guard announces that it has begun stepping up presence at various locations on island to augment the Guam Police Department. This comes at the request of the Commander-in-Chief, Lulian Guerrero. Soldiers and airmen will be helping officers with perimeter needs at the current isolation sites and 3 quarantine locations. Island residents will get a break from filing their income taxes by the April 15th deadline. It has now been extended to July 15th. In line with this, taxpayers will be able to defer income tax payments also to July 15th without penalties and interest. This will be an automatic extension, so there's no need to file any additional forms with Rev and Tax. Additionally, if you need to file beyond the July 15th extended deadline, then you will have to file for an extension using Form 4868. Being cooped up because of the coronavirus crisis can eventually lead to cabin fever. When boredom begins to set in, especially among children, Behavioral Health and Wellness Center psychologist Dr. Mary Ferguger says try to maintain a regular order to help ease the youthful restlessness.
Stick to the same schedule as much as possible as if they were in school. Turn off that TV. Turn off the, Netflix or whatever else that people are doing, and say, this is school. If they do not get home from the bus until 3 o'clock, well, guess what? They're not having the TV on all day, right, at school. So what do they usually do? Try as much as possible to follow the routine. If their routine is when they get home from the bus at 3 o'clock is to do some chores in the house, well, then they should do the same chores.
Dr. Ferguger says the more parents can keep that routine that their children are used to, the less anxious and depressed the kids will be about being cooped up. Filling the bellies of some of the medical staff and first responders who are working this COVID-19 pandemic response. Over the weekend, staff from Eat Street Grill, California Pizza Kitchen, Beach and Shrimp, Little Picas, and Picas Cafe made deliveries of sandwiches, pizza, pasta, and salads. According to Jerry Pastonis, Director of Operations for International Dining Concepts, LLC, on Saturday, food was dropped off to American Medical Center in Manilao and Upper Tumon and the Guam Memorial Hospital. Then on Sunday, another round of deliveries was made to the Tamuning Fire Station, GMH, and the nurses working at the airport. It was their way of extending their gratitude for all that they do and continue to do during this time. Coming up, Dave Delgado with sports. Stay tuned.
Make every day a plus.
Hafa, I'm Bernie Valencia with Matson. Our local Matson team understands that these are very trying times for everyone. Matson's top priority, like yours, is to keep our families safe and healthy and ensure you have what you need. We'd like to give you peace of mind that Matson's service continues unscheduled and uninterrupted. Matson is committed to our weekly service from the United States West Coast to Honolulu into Guam and Saipan. We are working with the Port Authority of Guam and providing the capacity and services our customers need so they can continue to meet your needs. Matson will take all appropriate measures to ensure continuity of service into Guam and Saipan. When we work together to take care of our family and neighbors, we will emerge from this as a stronger island community.
This public service announcement was brought to you by the Port Authority of Guam, KUAM Communications, and Matson.
As our island continues to band together to protect our families and communities from the effects of COVID-19, we at GCA want to assure you that we are here for you. Should you need to contact us for any reason, you can chat with us online at www.gta.net, connect with us on Facebook, or call us at 644-4482. Families are at the heart of what we do, and we are committed to keep you and yours safe, healthy, and connected. GTA, we start with you.
Nearly 2 full feet of pizza. 24 pieces. Wait, really? 24 pieces? That's a lot of pizza. 4 epic sauces. The Big Dipper, only from Pizza Hut. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
Guam's auto appearance specialist, Elegant Reflections, has been providing the automotive industry with professional detailing and car care products at its highest quality, from complete detailing, full interior detailing, exterior detailing, headlamp restoration, hand washing, seat and carpet shampoo, engine degreasing, undercarriage cleaning, paint sealant, fabric protection, paint oxidation removal, and so much more. Visit us at our new location. Call 646-5555 for an appointment. Elegant Reflections, Guam's auto appearance specialist, over 20 years of experience.
Taco Bell reinvented the chalupa, so why can't I reinvent myself? Wait, I'm an influencer. Guys, I'm trying to fly here.
The new Triple Lupa from Taco Bell. The chalupa deliciously reinvented.
What's up, Guam? Dave Delgado here for KUAM Sports. Thanks for watching. Tonight on the show, we're going to hear from men's national basketball team coach E.J. Calvo and the latest on the FIBA Asia Cup. Check it out. The Bank of Guam men's national basketball team is patiently waiting to get back on the hardwood. Team Guam's showing against New Zealand proved that the team can compete against other powerhouse countries. Coach E.J. Calvo says the GBC is waiting for the green light from FIBA to resume operations at the National Training Center.
FIBA has officially ceased all competition worldwide for any FIBA games, from youth divisions all the way up to the senior games and all the World Cup qualifiers. They're all postponed until further notice. And of course, we were anticipating a makeup game against Hong Kong, and so who knows if that's going to be postponed till the end of the cycle. Our next scheduled game is a home game against Australia here on November 27th. So first, I guess the first step is waiting for the go-ahead to compete, and then we'll see whether we're going to play that makeup game against Hong Kong before November 27th, or maybe even after the cycle is over. And of course, that game against Hong Kong is an important game for our men's national team to get that first victory.
With sports at a standstill nationwide, players are left wondering about their respective seasons.
It's strange because a lot of guys were looking forward to playing in different international leagues that are now also on hiatus. We have a couple guys that are just finishing their college semesters and are looking forward to getting back into training, whether on their own or with a small group. And then most of the guys are basically in off season at this time. Not knowing when our next competition is going to be has made it difficult, but now's the time to address weaknesses. You always have an opportunity to get stronger and in better condition, and certainly athletes can be doing that on their own at this time, as long as they're doing it in a safe environment.
Team Guam lost 113-94 to New Zealand on February 23rd. In order to qualify for the FIBA Asia Cup 2021, Guam needs to be one of the top 2 teams after 3 windows. Grouped with Guam in Group C are New Zealand, Australia, and Hong Kong.
Yeah, it was our goal to assemble this summer and definitely get together for training and also several tune-up games, which we really need to get on the court and get those live reps against high-level competition. That's, of course, postponed until further notice. And if we do see that it's the right time to bring those plans back on the table, we'd love to get the team back together in an area where we can get some good competition and training, and that will really set us right to continue actually our goals in the Asia Cup, which is still set for next year, and we hope to be part of that Asia Cup.
It's a celebration at Cars Plus Guam. During our Jeep celebration event, receive up to $2,000 off on the all-new 2020 Jeep Gladiator, the most capable off-road mid-size pickup truck. Customize your Gladiator the way you want it. Call 477-7807 or visit our website and get pre-approved online at carsplusguam.com today.
Attention Guam business owners. Green Energy Solutions would like to help you save on your power bill. We supply various LED lighting, energy-efficient air conditioners, solar thermal VRF systems, and solar panels. You can count on our product warranty and quick turnaround and immediate response service. GESI has saved other local businesses over 80% off their power. Call us to see how much we can save your business. Call us today at 647-8111 or visit gesiguam.com for more information.
My family is on whole home Wi-Fi powered by Plume.
Since we installed the Docomo whole home Wi-Fi, what did you guys notice about it?
When you pull up the driveway, it automatically connects, and I don't have to get out of my car right away and come upstairs to go on my phone.
My favorite thing is that it doesn't buffer when I'm watching YouTube.
My favorite thing is that when Addie calls now, there's no lag. Like before, it used to be where I couldn't see her sometimes and I have to hang up and then call her back, and now I don't have to do that.
You know what's a good thing too is that when you come over to visit, I could give you your own password. I can assign a time limit so that I can say that you can only be on it for 1 hour, so that means you won't get in trouble from your mom.
And then you can go home.
The thing that I love the most is that I can freeze the internet for periods of time so that we can enjoy dinner time like this. Why are you rolling your eyes?
So I'll turn it back on after dinner.
Whole home Wi-Fi powered by Plume. Docomo Pacific, better together.
Nearly 2 full feet of pizza. 24 pieces. Wait, really? 24 pieces? That's a lot of pizza. 4 epic sauces. The Big Dipper, only from Pizza Hut. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
Welcome back. Here's your birthday shout-outs from the Cold Stone Creamery Birthday Club.
All right, everybody, on this March 23rd, happy birthday number 8 to Cheyani Benevente. Happy birthday to you, Cheyani. Rose Sayama Kitutu celebrates birthday number 84 today, so happy birthday to Nana. It's always nice when it's Nana's birthday. Leia Pangilinan celebrates a birthday today, and to a loving sister, you're a good person with a big heart, always loving and giving without any complaints. We love and appreciate you always, from Percy, Ed, May, Zach, and the family. And to Anthony and Alex, happiest of birthday wishes to our sons, who are 25 today. Anthony's 25 today, and Alex is 9. We love you both and wish you nothing but great blessings to you both always, from Mom, Dad, and your brothers. Also, happy belated birthday wishes to Gregory John Cruz Lingao, born on the 22nd. Happy birthday to my brother. Wish to feel hot and drink a cold tea Arizona in Arizona, LOL. Sending love from the Familia in Guam. Happy birthday. Also, Isaiah Jose Cruz Gay celebrates a birthday today. Isaiah was born on the 22nd as well, as was John Onodera. Happy birthday, Uncle John Boy. We love you and miss you every day. Sending you lots of hugs. Wishing you a never give up attitude on this birthday from Keisha and Nick, Sean, Bobby, Tyler, and Tyler John, Blue, Kobe, and Aani. And happy birthday, born on the 21st, to Claudine Flores. We hope each and every one of you had an amazing birthday.
And that is it for us here on the news set, but stay tuned. Up next, we have Adriana Cotero and her extended interview with Superintendent John Fernandez. Thanks for watching. Be safe.
Closed captioning is brought to you by Green Energy Solutions, Inc. Visit gesiguam.com or call 647-8111 for more details on how we can help your business save money.